Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're just tuning in, my name is Joel Duggan and we are in Satisfactory. Had a nice afternoon playing some Minecraft and we're going to continue into the evening a little bit here with some Satisfactory. Minipax is in the chat and Cosmic Dancer has gifted a tier 1 sub to Minipax. Thanks ever so much, Cosmic. Really appreciate that. Bringing the Minipax up to 34 months. Holy smokes. We're all getting old. We're all getting old. We are going to jump right in here, and I was playing a little bit last night and I left off just as it was either getting dark or getting light, so we should be right on par for some nice easy daylight gameplay. We had some struggles in the dark yesterday. So for folks that are not aware, we're building a large factory designed after Metroplex. Not Metroplex. I got my Transformers mixed up. This is Devastator. Devastator is the design kind of theme that we're going with. Lots of green and purple. And right now we're working on automating heavy modular frames. And we're working on, I think today we're going to try to go get the coal that we need for heavy modular frames. I want to bring bauxite in as well, but I want to get the other bauxite, and that's going to be quite involved. We're going to have to find another way, another train, I think. Or another train route, anyway. So maybe it was just getting dark. Yeah, so the first little bit we might be here in the dark. But that's a good opportunity to see if people are up to speed on where we are. We can go into the heavy modular frame tab. So yesterday we did this section right here. We made the rods and we brought them down to the assembler. So the rods are being made. This is being done. So now we are into either doing the instructors going into screws. No, where are the screws? Screws are down here. So we can do the screws, or we can do the coal. And I feel like the coal is going to bring us out and about a little bit more. Wouldn't mind breaking up the streams and doing something a little bit different. So where we need to go is here. We've got this train station that's full of coal. And we need to bring that to our platform here. And distribute it. The problem is this is a very long route and it only has one trunk here, and it also serves the bauxite way the crap up here. So both of these routes are far too distant. I want to see if we can't get up this little bit here and get the coal that way. So we're going to try that. I think that's going to be what we try first, to see if we can't get up this section here. And then the other thing that I want to look at is if we look at our bauxite nodes, and I go in here and let's just hide all of our map markers, show the resources. So we are using these 4 bauxite nodes here. There's a lot more over here. Lots of pure bauxite over there, but there's more bauxite here, and it's very close to us. Like, here's our main factory right here. So this bauxite is pure, this bauxite is normal, and this bauxite is pure. And we have a train line that runs right along here. So I think I might want to create a bauxite pickup station here, and we'll just belt this stuff over and go straight down and pick it up with a train. And bring that along, and that will kind of inform how much aluminum we're actually going to build in the factory. Now this one, we're going to have to bring that over to this section. I think we're going to have to piggyback this over this way. But the train station stuff is going to be the first thing. So the coal for the steel is what I want to do first, and then we'll see what we have time for doing after that. Metroplex is a transformer. It sounds like the name of an inner city. It is. Metroplex is humongous. If anybody has an opportunity to play the War for Cybertron and the Fall of Cybertron games on Xbox, they are really, really cool. And Metroplex is in there as part of the video game. It's really fun. So yeah, we're going to have to go up this section right here. So, get out of here. Let's see what we've got for inventory. We're going to need more steel. I don't need this protein bit. Get rid of that. We'll need that. Gas mask will need plastic. I need more plastic. Why is my mouse being silly, game? Don't think we'll need rubber. Extra gas would be nice. I think I've got that on the train. And those plates, concrete. And steel's on the train. We should be good. So show, oh, I got in the wrong tube. I was going to show what we did last time, but it's all in there. Hard to see at night too, so. The Snorlax of the Transformers world? Yeah, pretty much. Devastator's big, but I think Metroplex is bigger. I can't remember what the big one is. Metroplex has a rival. There's a Decepticon rival, and it's a giant dinosaur. But I can't remember the name of it. So let's go to construction 2. This way we won't run into anybody. Triptychon, that's it, mini packs. Yep, Triptychon. Triptychon also massive. The only thing that's not great about Triptychon and Metroplex is that they're very boxy. Like, they don't really have a lot of detail. I find things like Devastator, Scorponok, like those bigger Transformers, they have a little bit more, I guess, design, fun, shape language to them. Metroplex is still pretty cool, but I prefer the slightly smaller ones. Let's make sure we get ourselves out of the roundabout, and we should be good. So there's where we need to go. And I've started a small offshoot, and we'll see if this is actually going to work. Oh, I guess I should bring the steel that I need first. Yeah, Triptychon G1 is really crazy. So this is where we need to go. I feel like it's a decent incline. We might have to go back and forth on this. The problem is that I can't start any closer to the roundabout because it'll look silly. Never picked up Transformers? Yeah, see, Transformers were like the height of my childhood. Like, that was the 80s for me. Right, so I feel like we might have to switch back a little bit. I want to figure out where our destination is up here. And we're going to have to go up a little bit higher. This is about right. We'll figure out where the middle is later. I'd want to be up above all this nonsense. I'm just eyeballing this right now. Not out of the woods yet. Oh, there's a lake here. Oh, we're right here. That's a lot closer than I thought. Take that. Oh. Dislike. Right out of your skin. The only thing about being in this part of the map, we haven't cleared it, so there's lots of bugs and things. Let's go with that. I wish it didn't get rid of the trees, but I don't want the stinky plants either. There's no other way to get rid of them. That was the spooter. Yep, that was the... I think they're called spitters? No, spitters are the big donkey ones. I don't remember what the little... crawlers? Something like that. Now, we can't get rid of these, unfortunately, these beehive-looking things. But that seems like it's probably the best route to come up. Come up this way and connect to that station. Alternatively, we could come up here, but that feels like a lot higher for no reason. So I think I'll just try to figure out where the middle of this opening is. And we'll start from there. I find that with this kind of stuff, it's usually better to work backwards. So this actually gets more narrow. I didn't see it well enough to see if it was a spider. Yeah, it's I don't remember what they're called. The Satisfactory wiki probably has it. we're going to go with this one as the middle. Or the edge, rather. And same with this. We'll go with this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. You're the middle. I was off by just a little bit. That was good, though. We do want to have this as 2 wide. So that's the target. It's going to be about here. So that's plenty of room to turn around. I guess we could just make like a big platform here. Because this is going to need like 6 foundations to turn around. Don't know if we have that much. Oh, I should change my concrete color. No, this is standard. This is concrete foundation. I want one of these other ones. I think 4. Tab, customizer, this one. So this is going to need at least 6. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might be able to turn around in 5. Essentially what has to happen is almost right as soon as we get to the top of this, we've got to turn it. And that does not give us a lot of room. Especially for 2 tracks. Oh, this is going to be out here. That helps. Okay. Thanks for the lurk mini packs. Appreciate it. So we'll just grab this. It has to go like here. 2. So there'd be 2 lanes. And this would be the first one to turn, so we'd have to go around 1, 2, 3 to here somewhere. So odd that it doesn't go to there, it's actually here. I don't know why that is. Ah, that's so tight. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. How do we do this? Weirdly, this is not as useful or good as you'd think. I wonder if I can go approach this the other way. Like, can we bring a train up this way? Probably could. We'd have to go through the cave, or we'd have to go around the edge here. Yeah, we're really close to this. I kind of wonder whether we could create an exchange here. That would make our life a lot easier. It'd have to be some sort of loop. Or at least overpass and turnaround. Because if we don't have to go in there, then that makes things a little bit easier. We could also kind of hang it off the edge of the cliff rather than just going along the cliff to make sure we had enough room to make our turn. But this would only be a single right-hand turn. It wouldn't need to be a full U-turn. Yeah, I kind of feel like we could probably do this and have it look a lot better. Probably about there. So this would actually be a section of 2. That would have to be 2 wide as well. I think that's in line with this one, yeah? Yeah. So it might be a slightly different height. But that would be where our 2 tracks would be coming up. And if this is where they need to go, we just have to do this. The 2 tracks here. Yeah. So the turn would happen kind of there. And that's cool. Foundations could have looked a lot better if they had been pink. Well, these are all getting deleted anyway. So we could do that. Do I have a customizer? They're sort of brown. So at this point, I guess we just have to go along and find out where our towers could be. So I may have to work backwards from down there. We'll have to bring this out and then drop it, because this is all on the grid, I think. Anyway, it's easy to do because we've got this giant concrete thing. Feels weird to drop all this and then delete it, but it's the easiest way to line things up, I find. Now this actually curves, so at some point we might want to change the angle on this. But we'd want to bring it roughly there. Yeah, see here I'd probably want it to be a little bit farther in. You can see how close we are to the tracks. There has to be a way to get up here. There's not enough room here, because we could add an exit here as well. Something that I have not done that could work here is actually have like an underpass. So like a train could come in here to the roundabout, and then on one of these sections, instead of having it be like a straight offshoot, like this just kind of goes to nowhere, we could have this loop around and get underneath it if we wanted to. Oh, that could have us starting an incline sooner, but yeah. Thanks for the lurk, Cal. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. So this, if we turned around here, we'd have to use a large, like kind of roundabout section. So we could have an exchange here. This would go out to the side. Don't know what the distance is on this, but we'd have to go up high enough that we can get over this track and still turn around. And that's the right-hand drive. We could probably do that. Oh, this isn't high enough. So, we'd want to do... Actually, I can switch to powered jetpack stuff now. There's the brake. Yeah, we just have to get up high enough. Can't remember where I have to start. I think it's here. Nope, farther back. It's at least 2.5. Maybe it's 3.5. That's 1, 2, 3. It's 3. Yeah, so that's the minimum. But then this could go up. Probably about here. And we'd have to go high enough to get over a train. And I would say over a train comfortably would be the goal. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. I don't know if we've left us enough room though. We might have to go wider on the turn. That's right hand. And then this would have to be at least that wide. That doesn't work. I still think this is a shorter distance, but the turnaround stuff gets really tricky. Unless we spun around that way. We did that. Then we'd be looking at straight off in this direction. Right, it would line up with that. That makes sense. No. I'm in the middle there. It's probably the tightest turn I can make. And we'd have to get... Oh yeah, that's not... That doesn't really work out either. This is probably the best bet. Because it would be how we'd be able to come down too. But I think we'd have to be way over here. That would get us around. It's not quite the best. I feel like I'd want to be more in the middle of this other section. That makes more sense. That's where we are there. So then we can start going up from there, but how do we get back down? We'd have to attach to this side here. Coming from there. That goes off and around and up. Maybe we have to do... Maybe down has to be like over there. Although that doesn't make any sense. I guess that's one way to do it in the biome. We don't have to have the in and out into a biome directly next to one another. We could totally do it in a loop. So like if I look at the map, we could go up here, but out down over the lake. I guess. Could be there. We could loop it up to that. This whole place is going to look really weird. So this is definitely doable. I just don't know how far I have to be in order to get this out to here. It was there, so it's probably going to be to there. Nope. That doesn't work. That's tight. And a weird little bump, maybe? Yeah. No, why? I'm over the tracks. Why are you losing power? Yeah, this gets really fussy. Head pats and nose boops delivered? Nice. I'm jealous. I both giving and receiving. I guess we could try to go off that way. Thanks, Cosmic. Man, getting up here and having it not be ugly is going to be really tough. So I was thinking if we came in this way, we could exit this way and go around. But that just makes this feel really complicated when I don't think it has to be. I wonder if we can get some extra height by coming out straight here and then turn left and go up that way. I really wish it didn't take like 3 full tiles to turn 90 degrees. I wish it could be tighter. I know the way that people normally do this is with a corkscrew, but I just find it looks silly. Not my favorite. Well, we could start turning on the way up the hill. We don't have to go uphill and then turn. That's a possibility too. What if I try to make one of those? We need to get to there. So that's 1, 2, 3. And we need at least 1, 2, 3. So then this has to get up to this height. So what's halfway? So that's 12 meters. So 6 would be halfway. And probably has to be a 2-meter ramp, would be my guess. So this would be the halfway point here. And then we do the halfway point over here. And that is going to be... That's 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3 here. So I'll make a straight track here. Hopefully this will connect. Oh no. So it has to be that one, I guess. Seriously? How much room do you need? This is where working with trains gets frustrating. I mean, they're cool in general, but they don't give you any visual feedback, so there's just so much trial and error. So that works. Can I go half a bit deeper? All right, so then we do 1, 2, 3 to there. I guess that's more than halfway. So what I should have been doing was this. No, please don't fall. So that works. Can I get a little closer? No. Okay. So this is the one we have got to use here. To there. And then from here, we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 to here. Gosh, that's far. So that's right. I wouldn't want it to be any closer. So then I just have to do another ramp here. Why does that not look like it's consistently going up? Well, that might not be the right distance. So we've gone from here, which is 6 meters. Well, 7, I guess. Yeah. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess that works. And then we just have to head in that direction. So we'll go over here, but we'll go up another. Oop. I don't have enough concrete. So from here, we have to go up another 6. Stream time is at 1 hour. Might be best to hold off until the night comes though. Yes, I think so. Thanks, Cosmic. So we need to go up from here another 6. I think I've got this right. This is at this level. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope people are following. Essentially, I'm just making a turn that increases in height as it's turning, rather than going straight like a flat turn. We're doing like a loop, which does not look right. I don't know why that's not working. Maybe this has to be a meter higher. Still has a weird bump in it. I don't know why. That's a little bit better. So at this point, we would be able to kind of go up and connect to whatever's happening here. I would probably be farther on the inside. So that's our 2-track. I feel like we'd probably have it about here. But that only affects our out. How do we get back in? I guess it would just be the opposite. We would just kind of curve it around. I'm not sure how I'm going to make this look like it's being supported either. So at this point, I'd say we continue up at this angle. Actually, it might be easier. Just kind of figure out where our right-hand drive is going to be. I'd say this is probably a pretty good spot. One back. Just asking so I understand correctly, the turning track you're building at the moment is kind of a switchback road? Yeah, so essentially what's happening is coming in right side here, you'll have 2 choices as a train. You'll be coming in here and you can go straight towards Megatron, Devastator, etc. Or you can take this way and it gets you up over the track and then turns you around. And then from here, we're actually going to connect to up there. And I think I need to be a little bit farther back. Missed the jump. I'm just trying to figure out where the best spot is to put the support thing. And so we're going to have to come in. Yeah, that's going to be kind of a tight turn. That puts us heading in this direction, and I want to be over there. But I don't want to necessarily be... I want to support this with something on the cliff here, right? Right, so that's too far that way. Essentially, I'm trying to learn how to do these a little bit smoother, and you got to find your halfway point both horizontally and vertically, and then the tracks can be a little smoother. So this would actually be too wide, right? Like that. Oh, I know what I can do here. If I turn this into a 45, then that'll probably work. Maybe not. No, 45 won't work, so we'll have to do a slightly different angle. So again, too close to the edge. We need to line it up with this one, I guess. So where does this give us something over the edge? I guess here. Really, I should be using these. Just made it. Even here would be good. But that gets us too far. So then I'm back to here again. There goes the sunlight. Yeah, that's annoying. If I brought that in one, would that work? I'd have to change the angle again, but that might work. Okay. We're going to jump on a train. I don't think I've put anything in the way. That one can't go to Devastator. So I can't go all the way to the construction, but I can go back and forth between Megatron and Devastator, so that's fine. Oh look, train right there. Autosave lag. Getting long. Cool. If you are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. And we are going to just ride the train. I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. Grab yourself a drink, snack, friend. Always trying to grow the channel. And we'll be back in just a little bit. Oh, right on time. The Nookie, hello. How are you? So I think I'll probably drive around and head back the way that I was working. I don't know if I'm going to keep on going with this. I'm not feeling like it's coming together the way that I want. I might need some time off stream to kind of like figure it all out. Which is fine. We've got lots of other things we can do. I had a lot of fun putting together the room the other day. So we can maybe do that. The other option that I've thought about for coal was to bring it down here, but we've already built the train station up there, so it seems like kind of a waste. I'll try just a little bit more to see if I can't line this up just until the sun gets a little bit higher. It sort of looks cool. So essentially I need something that's going to move me a little farther over to the right here. Because this is going to come up kind of like in this direction. Yeah, so we want to do... maybe about that. Yeah, even then that's kind of far to the right. I guess we could go halfway. So if I used a half foundation to space this out a little bit. That gets us to there. And then I just have to figure out the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 3. And I guess we don't have to go as high. If we hit this at this height, let's go with the smaller. Go down like there. I hate that you can't scoot uphill. Right. So that puts us to here. And here at least we've got solid footing. It's not the best, but it's not nothing. Now, can I get that to come to here? No, of course not. That would be too easy. I guess that curve doesn't have to go all the way around to there. We could have this point at a slightly different angle. So down here, if we use this angle, and we brought this over, and we used this section. So this would be the middle. Could we go at this at an angle like this? Well, that doesn't work. Yeah, this is just all kinds of messy. I don't think that this is going to be the way that I do this. I'll leave that there. We'll clean up some of this stuff, and then we'll switch gears and do something else. I really wish there was a cleaner way to get trains up and down. What they need is like a train elevator. I'll leave these little angled pieces in here just so I know where I've connected the tracks and what the heights are and stuff. Get rid of all this. Not the track, thank you. So you can sort of see what I was going for, and it looks pretty cool. We just can't get it to the right position, which is unfortunate. Unless, I guess, here I could bring it out straight, but then it's a bunch of floating tracks, and I just don't like all that nonsense. I would much prefer to have flat things. Plus, like, even this, I don't like these either. Like, when they go off on angles like that, it just feels strange. So you just need so much room to handle this kind of stuff. So I'll come back and look at that maybe in between streams. Because I can't think of another way to get up there. At least not in a short way. So we'll just take this guy around. ponder our life choices. That seems like it should be the most straightforward, but I just don't want to have it be such a huge, I guess, connection to the cliff. Maybe we have to use the bridge. The bridge gets us up pretty high. Yeah, I mean, the bridge goes at the right angle, or the ramp goes at the right angle. But this bridge gets us up pretty high. If we started there, we might be able to have enough room. Yeah. That could work. I thought about double stacking the roundabout too. That could be something we try. Miss Amaru, thanks very much. Make sure the back of my train is not sticking out. Alright, I don't think I need all of this steel, so I can put that back. So I think what we'll do is we'll switch over and we'll start working on the screws. Same goal, same buildable. We're just switching gears and working on a different trunk of the same list of tasks. So if we go up here to not the second floor, but the third floor, we've got to build 1,600 a minute, 2 heavy modular frames, 48 constructors doing 2,400 cast screws. Let's just see if that is the right math. So we need 1,600, and then 800 screws are just going somewhere else. Why are we doing 2,400? Because 600 ingots is probably just the easy math. 12.5 iron ingots per minute. So 600 divided by 12.5 is 48. So that's why it's probably easiest just to use the entire thing. "48 screws is 6 rows of 8. So there would be 16, right, so it goes all the way out to there. And they're being fed by floor number 3, miner number 13, Where's that coming from? Floor 3. So these guys are... So it's this one here. That's the ingot feed for all of these. That's pretty easy to do. I'm gonna remove this here. Remove that. And I guess this actually should be going over by 1. And that should go away too. And then they should actually start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So that's not the front of it. They should be out closer. But it's essentially the same thing as we did before. So this should be pretty easy to adjust in the blueprint designer and get it working. We're not going to use floor holes, so that will make things a little bit easier. I'm probably just going to build it over again, to be honest. We don't have any room underneath to do anything. We could... The export is still on the ceiling, so the import has to be not on the ceiling. That's right, we could do... I guess... This would be here. So then we'd have to have another one up higher. That would be our import, and then that could be taken up to the ceiling, I guess. No, we can't do that because this has to export on the ceiling. There has to be a merger up here. So whatever we do to bring this in, it can't get in the way of that. Well, it feels like with other machines here, is that how we did it downstairs? Yeah. So really the only way to do it is just have like another input along here. And what I could do is utilize the back along there and maybe snake it in a little bit. Be a long way to do a manifold. I usually try to break up the manifold a little bit better. I guess we could also... I can't send this down this way, can I? Oh, hey, look, we can. So I could totally do a little bit of fancy splitting, I guess, here. That's a merger. So we could do some splitting. I guess here. This is going to come out to here. Yeah, so that goes there. So that gives us an opportunity to do a split here, I guess. And at least we can do half. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it would be nice if I can get this to go to the first 3 rows. That was here. It won't be on the ground, but we'll put this up higher. Then we could have one export line there, one export line going down along the ceiling down here. And I could swing a second line. Oh no, because the exports are all here. I remember that this is going to be here. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to go to the next building. This isn't going downstairs. So we could take this line this way. No, but it still has to get fed into the right stuff. It could get looped down. It can get looped down. I just have to build this in a way that the inputs are going to work. The Nookie, take care. Have a nice day. Thanks for hanging out. So this is going to divide 300 going that way and 300 coming down this way. This is going to need 12.5 times 16. 200, not 300. I could technically do this one and the other one being fed from this side. And then the middle one could be the overflow. I think I can make that work. Well, this row is definitely getting fed from the front. I know that much. All right, let's work on the blueprint. So we will clear the designer. I'm gonna put something down for now, and we'll call it. We need 3. So we're going to call this rods back-to-back center export. So we're going to call this cast screws back to back, center, export. Oh. Well, we're really only going to do screws one way. Screws. Sure. 2 constructors, back to back, center fed, center, say hi, center export. Set the directory here, right there. Select the icon. We're going to be doing screws. And I guess we'll just choose a nice blue. I like the other one. So we'll just save that. So hopefully that's in our blueprint designer. Okay, cool. Now we just have to actually make it. So what do we do down here? We had, it looks like it's polished concrete on like a gray. And then we'll grab a constructor. No cable. That's nonsense. I have a cable box just across the way. I need to have better ways to get from building to building. Although that's not too bad. Right, so we have this going to go over here. And then in the middle, we have to do the merger. No, splitter. Weird that those are the weird. That's a strange color for that. Cast screw. Cast screw. We'll need regular belts going inside here. And then the height, I want to say, is 3. Yep. Get rid of that. Now, memory serves. We just had to do... oh, that's kind of dark. Let's do something lighter for now. Just temporary. I need that. Hooks up there. Gives us a nice clean connection down here at the bottom. I'm going to need a merger up top. And that's going to be sending everything out this way. We're going to need the power. Straight as we can make it. Export is 50 per minute, so same single belt, no problem. Blueprint Designer is indeed a nice feature. I really like it. So when you have to repeat this like 48 times, do it once and then you're good. So that's the ceiling. I don't think I missed anything from before. That's all fine. The tricky part with this is going to be the orientation. I should do something to indicate which is the front, because we got messed up last time. Maybe I can just make like a little beam or something. So that's the side that the export's on. So we don't need these. Although, you know what? Do I even have a thing? I don't have another floor. I could just build the whole floor at the same time. Not a bad idea. I can always delete this afterwards. Save me some time. Oh, but then I'm not going to be able to see the beam thing. And that will create an outside thing. Yeah, okay. What if I did it inside here? I'll have to delete those later, but it might be worth it to know which way these things are facing. And I can zoop the floor in fast enough on my own. So we're going to keep the floor. We have to have that is inbound that way. That's really it, I think. Now we just have to figure out how to paint them. And we're making screws. Do I have any screws? So something close to that color would be nice. I think that's pretty spot on. I don't know about that little light blue part. I wonder if I can maybe add in some purple. So what if I take this color? Nope. I wanted to edit it. And then maybe this purple. Maybe we need a dark blue. Switch it up so that the dark blue is the little stripe. What is going on with this? Why can't I fly? I'm like stuck in crouch mode or something. Weird. I don't even know about the dark. What if we did like a gray or something? I think I like that best. Maybe a little darker. Yeah. So these ones, they'll display properly when I reload the game. Okay. Oh, didn't realize all that stuff was in there. All right, so this is save. So set directory. Save blueprint. Yes, confirm. I'm going to double check it's there before I clear the designer. Perfect. Now, can we see that little nubby thing? And have it be very clear where the... Oh yeah, I can totally see it. Alright, perfect. So we will clear the designer. And we will eventually have to move the designer. We need to put machines there. That stays there. This gets moved. I'm going to move these signs up to here. Nubby thing, very technical term, but you know what I meant. Yeah. Beam connector, I think, is the technical name. So I included the floor in this design. So we're going to have to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to want this facing away from me. So that should be right. So that's the black thing in the middle. That's the export. So we want that going that way. So if I click on this, and then I haven't touched anything. See, it's rotated again. It's now facing me, even though I turned it around. If I'll turn it again, click it, but now they're all facing the right direction. 2, 3, 4. Well, we're going until there's no more floor. And that is our stack of blue screws. And I might leave this part open. It's kind of cool. So before I get carried away, I want to try and hook this up in a way that I feel will be advantageous to us. So this needs one more that's not a merger, but the belt will turn. The export here, what are we doing? 50 times 16? $800. That sucks. That's too much. Yeah. We can't do 800 on a belt. Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to explain to Total Eclipse the other day on when we rated him, was that auto rotate drives me nuts. If you don't do it, it'll flip back and forth. Like left, right, left, right, left, right. It's really annoying. So there's a flaw in our design. We cannot handle all of the screws that these are putting out at once. So I either have to reduce the number of constructors in a bay. So like the most we can do is 780. So 780 divided by 50 is 15.6. Like we're that close. We're that close. I could underclock 2 of the constructors and only produce so many. So we're at 780. What's 14 times 50? Is 700. So then we just have to take 2 constructors and change them to 40. So 2 at 80%. And that would allow us to maintain this design. So that would be 780 for each bay. That would be 780. That takes us down to 3 belts. I'd like that. 780 times 3 is 2340, and we need 1600. And 1600 would be... Maybe we should just make... Rather than making all the screws, maybe we should just make what we need. Stream time's at 2 hours. Thank you very much, Sandy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until the sun goes down, because we're real close, I think. But thank you. So yeah, if I reduce that, the other option is to reduce the number of screws. So if we only need 1600, and these are doing 50 per minute, is only 32. So that's the same as downstairs. It's an exact mirror of what we've got down here. No, this is 24. No, 16 times 2. Yeah, this. Why are you yellow? It's not good. I don't know why this is backing up. It shouldn't be. It's not getting enough. Odd. Should be good. So yeah, if we did 32, but then we don't have any more screws, we would just have excess. Because 1600 at 50, so then it's 32 times whatever we're needing. 32 times 12.5. So 32 times 12.5 is 400 iron out of the 600. So we wouldn't be using all the iron. But that's fine. I just have to find a place to send it. Oh, I've got street still up. So if we only needed 2 bays instead of 3, then this division here would be a lot easier. We'd have basically an input here. Oh, maybe not there. Yeah, feeding this from above is going to be very, very tricky. It's the problem with lining up your imports and exports in the same line. That's essentially what we're going to have to do. Or we're going to have... Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have exported in a different direction. Yeah. What I should have done was export down the back, because these don't need to go onto the main bus again. The screws are just going to go directly to their end location, because screws just take up so much room on the main bus. It's not worth it, as you just realized when you saw how many these things take up. So that's annoying. We can change the blueprint and it'll work for this one, but we're going to have to turn all of these around. Which, you know what? No, we can't build them underneath them. I wish we could do... I wish they connected underneath one another. That would be nice. That's right. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, if we have this point the other direction... Well, I guess... Wait a minute. Why don't I just feed this the other way? Oh, well then we still have to change all these. So it's 6 one, half dozen of the other, depending on how we want to run this. Although, you know what? This would be easier to do. And it would be cleaner to export here high rather than import here low. I'd rather import on the back. Yeah, so we keep this the way that it is. So export coming out this way. And then we just switch these around so that we run this will go down that way. And this won't be here at all. Yeah. So we'll take this. This will run up to here. And then this will go in that direction. And we'll feed them in from the back. So then these are just going to change. This is a simple fix. We have to delete all these little beam connectors anyway. So now we just do this. 9. No, I don't think those belts are connected. I think we have to do those ourselves. Gotta love selective delete. Very, very handy. Except for when you release. Which button is it? Is the main mouse button? Ugh. It's the front click. It's the left click. It's so tricky. That did it. Nope. It's just really hard to select everything. Well, you do it once in a blueprint designer, then you don't have to do this every time, but lesson learned. A little bit more planning, I think, off the get-go would have saved us a little bit of time. That's the thing I want to work is belts that are already placed that connect to dust. Yeah, that connect to stuff. I feel like what they need to do is give you that audio chirp. That little, like, if you've put the splitter or merger or whatever it is down and their belt is already there, there's no little, like, chirp to let you know that you've done it right. And I feel like that would be very handy. And then, of course, it would actually have to make good on its word. All right, now this is going to be bringing in 200, so it has to be at least a Mark III. Yep. And last but not least, we just painted all blue. And it's dark, so it's time to take a break. Thank you, Sandy. Oh, autosave. Man, autosave is getting big. There we go. Good. So that'll work. I usually take a break once an hour, folks. It is that time now. We're going to jump on a train. And you get to ride around the world a little bit. And I get to refresh my drink. Maybe you guys could grab a friend, tell someone I'm live. And we'll be back in just a few minutes with more Satisfactory. Just have to get a lot closer to the train track to get on a train. Train. Cool. I will be back in just a few minutes. So the only thing about this new new train network is that my train routes are no longer like the perfect amount of time for a break. I'm always like in a weird situation where I've got to like jump in and delete the train or something. So now that I know what I need to do for these screws, we should be okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the extra ingots. I guess I'll just go on the belt. I could need screws later. We might have to send ingots over to another building maybe. Alright, let's load this blueprint designer and switch this around. So all we need to do, export is out here. I'm going to leave that little guy where it is. We just need to turn this guy around, so that the splitter is being fed from the back. And that should be it. Override it. Clear the designer. And we'll check the first one to make sure it works. So we'll grab the blueprint. So we want to see input is the 3 lines. Output is the little bracket. So that's right. I just have to make sure that this is lined up with the right foundations. Did I delete too many? Yeah, there we go. That's right. Feels like it's connecting to something strange. It's definitely off. The hologram is not... Oh, it's because that's a different material. I should have that there. And that there. They give you a lot of cool textures, but you forget that sometimes a meter foundation, one model of meter foundation is different than the other. So that's one. Now 2, did they, yeah, they turned it around on me. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Import is all on the back of these dudes. And export is all on the front of the top ones. Perfect. Ugh. Controls in this thing are backwards? How did that happen? I think it's worth it to have this little beam connector in there just so you don't make the mistake of placing down things. It's annoying to remove, but I'd rather that than the opposite. So again, 200 needs a Mark III belt. Again, spin it, right? Exactly. They did it again. So what did I say these were exporting? 50 times 16? No, we've got to do that 780. So it's going to be a full tier 5 belt. Oh, I should change my construction color to this for now. That way I don't have to repaint things afterwards. That's all that out there. Same thing over here. And I'm going to be smart. I'm going to hook up the power before we put the roof on. Update 8 will have an arrow that points out where the front of the blueprint is. That's right, yes. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Alright, so that's the export done. So now we just do the power. It's weird how they don't render the tops of these. I guess they're always connected to something a little bit strange. Oh, right. Let's go. I had this problem before. You have to wrap it around. Oh, I'm at a cable again. Wow. Can I get across this? Should be able to. Somewhere I built a bridge. You can place the roof connectors without a roof? What do you mean? I had to place them on a roof first and then delete the roof in the blueprint. Yeah, you place them on a roof in a blueprint and then you delete the roof. I could have left it on in this case, but... I understand now why what Darren plays has such wide stairwells. It's very dizzy to go up tight stairwells. Alright, so that's that. And we'll go across to here. Weird that that's black. Huh. Oh, right. The custom swatch does like black by default. It's broken. gets those guys hooked on. And then down here, I'll just wrap it around the back. There are definitely times when I'm playing this game that I get tired of the floaty hover pack. I often prefer standing on solid ground. It's like the floaty creative mode in Minecraft too. Right, those are all good. Oh, did I put... I did put cast screws in both of them. That would have been a pain. So you're all good to go. We just need to do the imports. And I didn't color these. Okay, so then we have to bring this down. And this just has to be along here, I guess. At least I think that's where the roof is going to be here. Makes sense. Marcus, hello, hello. Kel Birdie, goodbye, goodbye. See you later. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it's cool that I can see all the way down. All right, so that's hooked up. Now we just need to do the splitter here. And I'm going to do this in a way that allows us to do a nice tight connection on this. So in from this side, and then I think it's just on the edge there. I could go even further. We're probably going to have to use a belt. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty solid. So now I can just hook this up here. And this is going to be 600, so we're going to have to go with not that. Yeah, Mark 5. And then why is that going black? It didn't do that with the belt, did it? It did. Yeah, it's black. That's really odd. And I guess we might as well go down the middle. Well, I'm not going to be able to see anything if it's black, so I guess we'll just take this back to normal. And I'll have to paint it afterwards. It's not like it's a hard thing to do. Except for that's not where I want it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That connects to there, that connects to there. Now I'm going to actually remove that just so we don't start making too much stuff. So this is technically going to be bringing 600, but we're only going to be using 400. So I maybe should have had that be an overflow splitter. Or I can change the one at the beginning to an overflow splitter. Which we don't actually have. That's probably the better choice. Would be to put an overflow splitter here. And then we can send the rest maybe up to the next floor. Yeah, I don't know about... I mean, I don't want to put the stuff into an awesome sink. Usually what you want to do with the awesome sink is like the last thing, like not the ingots, but like the screws. I've got a bad habit of walking around with the headlamp on. Alright, so this is going to be at least 400. Well, this needs... Well, for starters, these last two machines need to be set at 40. So 80%. I really wish you could use escape to get out of that menu. These are all black. So it did it again during the blueprints phase. That's really annoying. And it's only every other one. Like, why didn't that one work? Are all of them like that? So weird. Hopefully that'll be fixed in the graphical update with update 8. McScrewgunn, you're back. So this is 780, right? No, that's the export. What's the import? If this takes in 40 per minute, then it's only 10. So it is 14 times 12.5 plus 20. So that's 195. Still needs Mark 3. Annoying that you gotta reload to get the paint to show up. Hold on to your screws. Well, we're actually building screws, so that's accurate. So I haven't done the power yet for this side. I kind of want them to give us little lines for the power plugs. I do think there could be a much more elegant solutions for power in this game too. So this is just a temporary situation for the power here. I'll come up with a better way to get power to these machines. That is all of those on. Now we just have to deal with the export, which has got a black belt, because why would it do the thing that I said I wanted it to do? I also just painted that guy by accident. It's got something to do with using the custom swatch for your default building. All right. That's good there. Base connector has 4 attachments, then you can upgrade. Oh no, I know about that. I mean a cleaner, more interesting, modern looking solution. I use this many connectors because I want the wires to be as close to a straight line as I can get them, not because I know I don't need this many connections. Your top power connection is 7? 10. Yeah, 10. All right, so screws are still being exported to this at this end, and they're going over this way somehow, somewhere. I want to take them inside the wall, I think. So they're not going to go back on the main bus, but they're definitely going to get out to here somehow. And actually, this might be a good spot. It's that, or we run them along here and down this way. I want to say probably right here. Or here. Yeah, let's bring them out. That's still in the open air down there. This is definitely in a wall. Let's go down there. I guess I'll just bring them out to here and then into there. Conveyor wall there. We'll do a floor hole here. Oh, there's 2 belts? Right? Yeah, 2 belts is 780. Wait a minute. Why am I only doing... No, I'm doing 3 belts of 780. No, 2. 1560. Why is this not making any sense to me? $40 per minute. 40 per minute. $50 times 14. Yeah, plus 80 is 780. Oh, so I can't do that because then I don't have enough. Yeah, I need 1600. $200 screws times 8. Yeah, 1600. So 1560 is not enough. How did I miss that? Oh, you know, it's because without the buff, without the markdown, it's correct. So if I did, yeah, 50 times 16 is 800, and there's my 1600. The problem is I can't get that on belts. So at some point we just have to pull this off to the side. So that's 100, 200, 300, 400. We've got to break it there. And then it's 100, 200, 300, 400. So I'd still have to do 4 belts. I thought I was going to be able to get down to not 4 belts, but I have to do 4 belts. Okay, that's fine. Why does escape work now? Do you need 1600 or do you want 1600? Every part just asks themselves in their head. No, I need 1600. Heavy modular frames need 1600. That's the minimum. All right, so that's going to be a trickier situation. That's 4 belts going along here. We usually can only fit 3, but we can grab a 4th over this way. So I can do 3 here. It has been 30 minutes. Thanks, Cosmic. What? Why? Why are you even... How are you here? So then we'll just grab the fourth, I guess, here. It's not as pretty. The same thing. That's 100, 200, 300, 400. We just grab that here. Please be straight. Yes. And so then we have to do something similar. We can't go down that way. So we'll have to come up the middle. I don't want to do that. Maybe we can come underneath. Sure. So then that one will be the right one. This one will have to be the middle one. And then that one will be the far right side, left side. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't have to be that way. That one definitely has to go on the left, or on the right-hand side. This one could go across there. And then I have to do something silly with this one. Don't know if I like that hanging down in the middle. Maybe we don't go down the middle like that. Maybe we have to come over here. Oh, wait a minute. We could... run them both into the same wall here. Oh, then I don't want to go across here. Dang it. Tricky. What's going to be the best way to make this look nice? I mean, I could hook it up now and have it work, but not look nice. But I'd rather have it be a decent solution. if I use this lane here, I can get the lift at least closer. That blocks that. I could use the lift and not use, or the pole and not use the lift, I guess. That's not going to make it. Nope. This will, I think. So we could do that, and then I could just get this one to go, I guess, down. What's the math on this? It's 4 to go 2 down, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try one more, just in case it works. Which it does. I'm surprised. That's that one done. But then I don't have a way of getting to third one. Because then this is going to get in to the middle lane, but then this lane is going to be in front of it. Shoot. Wait a minute. If I move this one, oh, then they're going to overlap. Yeah, dislike. Yeah, the blue is the screw setup. I gave up on the train. The train was not working out. That's annoying. Wait a minute, that's kind of far away. Oh, but it's going to make a turn. Probably not an easy way to do this. One, 2, 3, 4. Maybe. Why do you... That is real screwy. That looks good if I could actually swing the other part of it. Well, I could reverse the export on these ones and send them both out there. And that way these ones could remain on these two. There's a little clipping. So if I put those two there, I'll replace this with 2 up. You gonna reach? Yes. That goes out that way, and then along here, what I'll do is grab this. I could just loop it. That's easier than reversing the whole thing. And then this goes to here. No plates. How do I have no plates? That's bananas. And then from here, we just go to 1, 2, 3. Nope. Ah. That might be the closest it's going to get anyway. Yeah, okay. And then we just have to reverse this one with a little bit of help from above, where I don't have enough plates. Thanks, SweetSandi. I'm going to wrap her up here. Appreciate it. Oh, come on. And then here we just have to find the spot. I think I can just line this up here. Now I'm pretty sure these are all going to be 400 belts. Did I put these all back to 100%? Looks like I did. Okay, so then these exports are now a different kind of belt. So that's 100, 200, 300. 400. Same here. 100, 200, 300, and 400. It's nice with the Mark 5 and 4. You can tell the difference because of the color of the bottoms of them. It's nice. And then 400, 400, 400 there. 400 there and there. 400 there, 400 there. And last but not least, that. Now this lift is going to be a Mark IV lift. And there's no other fancy lift over here. I think we're good. Nothing hooked up there, that's good. Want that to go like that. I feel like there's something going strangely with the snapping of my selection today. It feels like it's all over the map. There we go. Done, done. Oh, no, not that. That's fine. Whatever. Cool. So then we have 4 belts of screws. I just have to hook up the final spot down here. They're going to get more than what they need right now, and that's fine. Because that way it'll fill up. We should start to see some screws being made. Don't know how long it takes to get going. I can see the iron going in. And there they go. Screws coming out. Oh wow, they really kind of all start to come at the same time, don't they? I remember this from the first time we did screws. There's just a lot. A lot of screws. They're going to stop because the belts don't go anywhere. Now what's going on here? Oh, you're working. Okay. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, okay, they're just slowly filling up. Slowly filling up. It's a long manifold. So yeah, this is gonna have the same sort of like decoration bits. Along there, we'll replace that. And yeah, so now they're all stuck because there's no more room on the belts. But these 4 belts will have to go down and then over to this building over there. Kind of basically they're going to like that kind of section, but we've got all this room down below us that we can utilize to send stuff without having to take it all the way out to the main bus and use up a main belt. I can just use either this space or that space, or like we can just move it along. It's a little bit messy, but this is what's happening when you're designing a factory over the course of a couple of years and you can't remember all the different things that you've done. But we're losing the daylight, so it's a good spot for me to wrap up. I'm going to pass you all along to Slice Lime, who I believe is still live, and pass you on so that you can enjoy the rest of your stream day. I'm going to go grab myself some dinner. I think we've got some fish and chips on for tonight, which should be good. But that's the screws, at least sorted. We have not hooked them up to their end destination, but they're done. So I'll update the spreadsheet later, and we'll go from there. But yeah, looking cool. I like the look from here. I think this is a neat vibe. So yeah, and we've lost the light. So thanks so much for hanging out today, folks. Hope you enjoyed your day. I know I did mine. Make sure you check out JoelDuggan.com, Joel Duggan on social media, the Spun Chunks podcast and the Citadel Cafe podcast, and Joel Duggan on Patreon. Very easy. Thanks so much to everyone. I will see y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 3 hours for Lego Friday. See you then. Bye for now.